Hey guys, I haven't done a video in a little while, and a couple of weeks, and I used that video to share with you an a piece of my life, and that is one of my biggest passions in my life. This video will be going in a different direction. Those of you who I thank for taking a look at either my video or even having enough to visit my page have read the top script about the fact that I have Asperger's syndrome. For those of you who don't know what Asperger's is, I'll put this in much broader terms. I have autism. Asperger's is on the very mild end of the spectrum. People who are very high functioning, who in some instances you probably would never even figure to have autism. That's me. Part of the reason I made my page on YouTube was to put my face out there as an adult with autism. And part of this video is I want to address some of the views and opinions that I have seen on a national level. In my opinion, for my life, I do not feel like autism is a disease. I know there are people out there who say it can be cured. I know there are people out there who say a whole number of different things. To me, it's a disorder. It describes a series of behaviors and occurrences that I go through and deal with. And I was born this way, and I've lived this way, and I'm going to die this way. I don't feel like it's something that can be turned on and off. I'm just me. This is all I've ever known. To me, it goes on to say the fact that my mind just works differently. But last time I checked, everybody's mind works differently. It's what makes us all unique. I don't feel that autism is a hindrance. If anything, it helps to describe some of the gifts that I can bring to this world. The fact that there are certain things I can do better than typical people. And at the same time, there are things that I do not do well at all compared to typical people. So, I'm a very intelligent and well-capable person. Do I struggle with things? Yes. So does everybody. And my family and my friends are there for me, and they support me, and I love them to death for it. And they help me along as I find my path in life. And, to me, there's such great opportunity for people on the spectrum. If people would get the chance and take the time to get to know what we're more about. Are there times when I don't understand things? Yes. Are there times when I may appear more gullible? Yes. Are there times when people try to convey a message to me that I don't understand? Yes. Does it get frustrating? Sure. Does it mean that I can't improve upon myself? Does it mean that I can't find ways to work on my flaws? To be more empathetic? To strive to achieve more? I absolutely believe in that. I'm fortunate in many ways that even though I'm on the spectrum, I can articulate better my thoughts and my ideas than some other people I know. There are some people I know who are absolutely afraid to talk socially. They're very intimidated. And they get a ton of anxiety. And it's part of having the disorder. You know, it's a developmental disability. It doesn't speak to the level of intelligence I have or lack thereof, which, in my opinion, from myself, I don't feel like I lack any intelligence. I feel like I have great gifts to give to this world, and for those people to take the time and give me the chance, I thank you greatly. There is hope out there, and I truly believe that. I don't like a lot of the negative feelings and ideas there are towards autism. I spent a couple years working with young children with autism, and it was some of the most cherished times I've ever had, as difficult as they were at times. I loved working with those kids. They're special, and they can teach you more about yourself than you could ever imagine if you just reflect on it and give it time. If you have the patience for them, they can bring incredible insights into what it means for us to be human. I don't really know exactly where else I wanted to go with this because it's kind of an introductory piece. You know, I've watched a lot of programs, like I said, that there are people who feel like autism can be cured. I disagree. I don't like the idea of taking a part of helps to explain myself and just getting rid of it. This is part of who I am. This is part of what makes me me. And to me, I feel like it's something to be embraced and not shunned, not pushed away. It's not something necessarily to be objectified. To me, in my opinion, to do something like a cure for autism is like saying that there's something wrong with me because I think differently, because I understand things on a different level. I really don't agree with that. Why, when there's so much that people on a spectrum have given to this world, to those select few who names that everybody knows, who a lot of, I guess, the psychologists believe have been on the spectrum. I've seen names thrown out there that don't surprise me, and then there's some names I've seen that have absolutely surprised me. There are people who believe that scientists like Nikola Tesla, who has so much influence on modern technology, is on the spectrum. I've even heard Thomas Jefferson's name mentioned. I've heard Mozart and Beethoven's name mentioned. I've heard Emily Dickinson's name mentioned. These people have brought immense gifts in their lifetimes. They've brought things that we cherish and love and use to this day. But yet you see a child stuck in a body where they can't communicate and they're shunned. And it's heartbreaking for me. It's a spectrum. It's called a spectrum disorder for a reason, because there's a wide range in terms of level of affliction and functionality. I hope that it can be something more accepted and something more cherished and embraced. Because I feel like that little bit of encouragement can mean so much to that person who has so much to give to the world around them. So I guess I'll end it there. I appreciate you guys watching this. I appreciate you guys giving me a chance to get my face out there as someone on the spectrum. I appreciate it all. Whether you like it, whether you don't like it. The fact that you took the time to listen whether you agreed or disagreed, means something to me. So I hope you guys have a real good night. It's nighttime here where I live, and I hope to see you guys soon.